Hey guys, it's this little cloth here, and today instead of this Monster Legends Leaks video, I have a bunch of new information on the next season and a ton of new movesets for monsters coming to Monster Legends very soon, so let's just go ahead and get right into it. Alright, so the first monster we're going to go over is theboys. Theboys is going to be the new YouTuber monster for like next week or the week after, I'm not completely sure when he's coming out. But this is his moveset. So theboys is a nature controller with stun and damage reduction skills. He does have one total damage reduction skill, but it is only single target, so it's not that good. And then he also has an AoE stun, which is better. And he has an apply stun twice, which is pretty good, but it's only single target. And then he has a self-buff move for precision and evasion, which is decent. So overall, this monster seems decent. He doesn't seem like amazing. He doesn't even have like an AoE total damage reduction. But I guess he has an AoE stun, so I'm not sure. I'm not completely sure if this monster is going to be used. He doesn't seem too amazing overall. And then his ultimate deals very heavy nature damage to all enemies, removes shield, and applies mega stun to all enemies. That's a very good special, but it is his special, so he won't be able to just use that every turn, so it won't really help him that much. And then we have Junsuina Kaori's moveset. I definitely said that name wrong, but this is going to be the new Golden Legends Pass monster, so let's just go ahead and get right into this moveset. Alright, so the first thing that I saw is she has 3 extra turn moves, which means you will be able to spam with this monster. Let's see the cooldowns. There are no cooldowns on here, so we don't know if she'll be able to spam like multiple turns or if the cooldowns will be too high, but I guess we'll just have to wait and find out for that. So the first extra turn move applies damage boost and precision, so you're going to want to do that one first. And then for my land, deals low thunder damage to one enemy, applies bleed, and of course the extra turn, which is decent. It's just low thunder damage though, so I'm assuming it will be spammable. And then for Justice, deals low light damage to one enemy, applies sunburn, and gives one extra turn. That's decent, I guess. It applies sunburn, which is better, but it's still just low light damage, which isn't that good. And then we have its ult, Deadly Judgment, which deals heavy thunder damage to all enemies and gives one extra turn. That's a good move, but again, it's a special. Just like with this guy, you won't be able to use your special every turn, so I don't know how much that'll help. So yeah, this is going to be a pretty decent extra turn monster. Don't know if it's going to be too amazing though, since it's only low damage for both of his only extra turn attack moves. But he does have a damage boost move, so that will definitely help him get more damage off. So I can see that making these do at least like heavy damage maybe, depending on the damage boost though. It'll probably only be 50% though, so it'll probably only bring it up to like medium damage or something, I'm not completely sure. And then we have Anwrikah right here, so this monster is going to be pretty good. It'll have area dodge as a trait, which is amazing, and it will be the free Legends Pass monster, so let's go ahead and get into his moves. Alright, so the first thing I see here is blind on one enemy, which isn't good. Triple damage and torture to itself. It's not really an attacker, so I don't know why it gives triple damage. Oh, I guess it is an attacker. It deals heavy damage here. Oh yeah, and this move deals very heavy damage. So I guess it is an attacker, which is interesting. It doesn't have AoE though. Or I guess this one's an AoE. It deals moderate nature damage and applies minor blind to all enemies. That's decent. And this one applies damage boost and precision to all allies instead of just himself. I can't tell if this is an attacker or like kind of like a deny because it gives blind. I'm not sure. I'm guessing it's supposed to be an attacker though, since it does a lot of damage. So overall, this monster does seem pretty good. It has enough very heavy damage and the AoE to be able to be a good attacker, and it has damage boost, so it can get that AoE to very heavy damage if it applies triple damage. And then we have the new multiplayer monster, which is going to be Fungeroptops. Don't know if I said that right, but it looks like that. It looks really weird, but you guys will be able to get it super easily since it is a multiplayer monster. So hopefully you guys are able to get it. And then we have the multiplayer monsters moveset, so let's go ahead and look at this. Alright, so his last move gains as much life as damage dealt. That's a pretty good move. And applies vulnerable, to itself. That's not good, never mind. But it does do very heavy dark damage, which is good. And then applies taunt and increased healing to itself. Actually, taunt is good. It's not mega taunt, but it's still decent, I guess. And then deals moderate dart damage to all enemies, gains as much life as dealt. That can be good since it's AoE. It's going to do a lot of damage, and if he gains all that back as health, that'd be really good. And then he has another AoE, which applies bleed and vulnerable to itself again. That's just not good. And then he has an applied damage mirror and life regen to itself, which is decent. So overall, this monster seems pretty good, but his good moves like apply vulnerable to itself, which isn't good at all. But I guess it can be good if you don't get hit, or if you can remove negative status effects, that'd be good too. And then his special deals massive nature damage to all enemies, applies bleed and poison all enemies, which is decent, I guess. And then we have his trait down here. At rank 0, he has Abomination, which means he can't be possessed or bled, I believe, but Possession is the big one that he can't be hit with. And then Hardened, which makes it so that you have like a 50 or 40, I think it might be 25 actually, % chance to not get hit by effects or something. And then at rank 3 he'll get Damage Mirror, which is pretty good. I do like Damage Mirror, that's definitely the best one out of his. Well, I guess Hardened is pretty good too, and Abomination is decent. He doesn't have really any bad traits. And then we have the upcoming era sizes, which will be the Golden Legends Pass monster and the Free Legends Pass monster. I just said those in the wrong order. But yeah, this is the free one, this is the golden one. That's what I'm trying to say. Okay, so yeah, that is going to be all the leaks for this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.